You see how you maintained your form despite your legs getting...
Here we come.
Coach Tucker showed me some photos of the gym you and your manager set up.
Yeah, I wanted to work. We've got some strong opinions on what you should focus on, but we'd like to get your input. You know what speaks to me, Coach? I want to prove that.
Okay, fantastic. Wish being a GM was always this easy. Oh, one more thing.
Yep.
We got Media Day coming up.
Oh, I love Media Day.
What's up, MP?
Good to see you, MP. You gonna show us something special tonight? Hey, your family went to Orlando last summer, right?
Sure did. Wore us out.
In a good way.
Oh, sure. I mean,
Oh, but wait, you got feeling you, MP.
MP, I'm Donna. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
Woo! I think it's time to do some laundry. That outfit smells foul.
Time to talk rotation.
Great. This is all pretty straightforward.
Like Cliff said, communication.
get ready to light it up tonight.
Yo.
So how'd it go with Coach? Any surprises? What'd he say?
Yeah, not real.
The fans have been waiting for it. They want to see the debut of MP. He'll get a chance to show what he can do as they make their home debut. You can feel the electricity in the building. "2K Sports presents Thursday night of the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony giving us the run. Here we are early in the NBA season, and teams focus on situational awareness. Doris, what have you noticed so far?
Pete, I want you guys to talk up.
And let's go to the sidelines for a report on MP.
Hey guys, a lot of excitement in the air as MP makes his NBA debut tonight. I asked him how he felt about his journey here, and he told me it hasn't been easy. I had to grow a lot as a person and as a player, but I'm ready to keep putting in the work and fight my way to the top. It's just the beginning of what could be a fantastic career, guys.
Gosh, I love that kid. That was a strong dunk.
That is nice. Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
And they've been doing it largely at the offensive end. If the defense does not adjust, this could be a blowout.
Randall surveying the D. Pass to McDaniels. And here is DiVincenzo. McDaniels finds Randall. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Here's T. Sinks the triple. T's got 7.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
Drops in the tray.
Oh my goodness, what a response by Randall. Yes, you can make a 3, so can I.
The shot by T, no good. Timberwolves trail by 11. Over in the corner, Edwards.
Ball coming, ball coming.
Gobert in the corner. Knocked loose. DeRozan with it. Picked up by Edwards. Here's T. Triple from the wing. 10 points for him.
And they are shooting the lights out from distance here early.
Gobert dishes to McDaniels. Levine against DiVincenzo. Pass to Edwards. Randall from outside. Rebound by Murray. On offense, here are the Kings. They're on a 20 to start.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Sacramento making a switch here. Valanciunas is checked in. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for the Timberwolves.
Boy, a clean, close look. What a missed opportunity.
Head always on a swivel. Levine making things happen with his passing.
Timberwolves trail by 18. Now DiVincenzo hasn't made one yet. Pass to Alexander Walker. Another miss by Minnesota. And so Levine will bring it up now for the Sacramento Kings. Here's T. Off target with his three. Minnesota's gone 1 of 5 from downtown in the first quarter. Points out there have been hard to come by. The shot's good from DiVincenzo. Kings leading now by 16. Here's T. He's got 14. And he's good on the three ball. T's got 17 now.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
It's deflected, and he gets it back.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
For three. And another three for Sacramento. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Kings.
How about the ferocity we have seen from them on defense? I mean, they're looking to contest every shot that goes up.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for the Timberwolves. Clark comes in for McDaniels. Out of bounds, Sacramento will take possession.
And looking now at some numbers for Sabonis. He's coming off an excellent season. First in rebounding, and he was such a reliable option offensively, finishing in the top 10 in field goal percentage.
And getting back to the fact that he led the league in rebounding, you know how hard that is? What a tremendous asset to the team. Here's T. Defended by DiVincenzo. From downtown, the shot by T, no good.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward.
And Randle throws it down.
Guard him big, guard him small. Julius Randle is so crafty on the interior, it matters not. He's going to finish.
Here's T. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 7th assist in the game. T's gotten 5 3-pointers and 8 tries, getting some great looks out there. Here's Randle. The shot will not fall. Nice D from Sabonis. Here's T. He's got 23. 3-pointer. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor spacing.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Carter, he's checked in for Levine. Minnesota also making some changes. Minot's checked in. And Anthony Edwards subbed in for Clark. Here's T. Nailed from three-point land. T's got 29.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Lets the three fly. Another three for Sacramento.
Crushing it right now. They've done an excellent job of spacing the floor.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Driving to the basket.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim rapper.
Just a remarkable gem. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's Minot. And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Here's T. Defended by DiVincenzo. T. And another three for Sacramento.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
For three, Edwards. The offensive rebound. And Reid throws it down.
I love that kind of energy from Naz Reid. You don't give up on a play.
Crowder, he's checked in for the Kings. The Timberwolves also with the sub. Garza's checked in, and that one misses.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Edwards looking it over. Shoots the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Edwards got his third basket of the night right there.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And so it's Sacramento. Sitting pretty as the quarter comes to a close. Their lead all the way up there at 35 points. The three-point shooting has come fast and furious to the tune of what has become a big-time blowout in progress. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Kings here, they've been really putting on a show, guys.
I know it's early, but all those three-pointers, boy, do they add up.
And that's what has them ahead in this game. Their floor spacing has been just tremendous.
T is out there with Domantas Sabonis. Then it's McDermott. And there's Fultz. And it's LaRavia in a shooting guard. So that's the 5 in the game for Sacramento. Well, defensively, Doris, these Minnesota Timberwolves are really a cut above the rest.
They led the league in defensive rating in 2024. They have so many ways to shut down what you're trying to do offensively. Length, athleticism, rim protection, commitment, and great scheme. They are a nightmare.
This one for 3, and again for 3.
He's got this defense scrambling, and even when they've got 2 guys on him, he just finds a way to create space.
And he's making some team history. He just tied the franchise record for three-pointers in a single game. And we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. The shot by T, no good. The Timberwolves have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Edwards passes to Miller. Another miss by Minnesota. The Kings have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Here's T. Good! Another from 3.
And this parade of threes has no end in sight. He just keeps knocking them down.
Oh, and that latest triple ties him for second for the most threes in a game. What a monster he's been from deep.
And it's a 4-way tie now. Himself, Curry, Zach LaVine, and Dame Lillard.
Out to the right wing. Lets it go from deep. Connects again from distance.
There it is. A shot that puts him at the top of the record books.
Well, Greg is now tied for the mark for most threes in a single game. In one word, amazing.
In all those great shooting performances from Klay Thompson, well, this night belongs right there with him.
Really nice decision-making by Anthony Edwards. If you're going to play in the NBA, you've got to read off pick-and-roll action.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
And guys, you've heard of overpassing. Well, that shot was an example of underpassing.
Well, there's no doubt there were better options on the floor, but it certainly seemed like he had his mind made up.
Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Pulls up from the corner, and he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And that's 11 points for Anthony Edwards. Here's T, and again for 3.
Unbelievable. Gets the record with a beautiful 3.
A new single-game record, GA, in a night that everyone will remember for the rest of their lives.
And Klay Thompson's mark of 14 is bested. What a shooting display.
And now we head to center court where MP has a few words for us.
Obviously, this isn't something you really prepare for. It's crazy. Setting the record for threes in a game. It takes me back to what it took to get here. All those hours alone in the gym with just my dreams. Now they're coming true. It's because of all the hard work that I put in and also all the hard work that my teammates put in. So thank y'all. And I also want to thank all the three-point shooters from NBA history, the ones that made the shot into the weapon that it's become. Steph, Dame, Ray, Larry. Now you got to add my name to the list. And I'm just getting started. So thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Well said by MP. Bravo, MP. Accepting this honor while staying focused on the task at hand. Greg, I know you were impressed.
And Kevin, doing this at home had to feel good, right? Now they just have to win this game, and the party can really start.
I got it.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. And Miller throws it down hard.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher. Oh, wow!
Young fella. That is not possible. What we just... is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said. Here's Edwards. Rebounded by McDermott.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly.
Another one goes. Incredible.
And never in the history of the franchise have we seen a game like this. He's putting on a remarkable performance.
It's their all-time single-game scoring record. Their fans will be reliving this game for a long, long time. Timeout called, first of the game for Minnesota. Sacramento making some changes. Zach LaVine's checked in for McDermott. And it's Ellison for Markelle Fultz. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Conley now comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. Here's Reed. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Here's T. What an incredible scoring display he has put on tonight.
Well, they're calling his number time and time again, and he is delivering.
Outside Conley. Gobert with a screen for Conley. Pass to Reed. Alexander Walker with the ball. Back to Reed. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Reed's got his second bucket of the night. Here's T. Connects again from distance. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Now Reed. Outside Conley. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Conley. Here's what the Minnesota Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. On Saturday, they'll head home and take on the Toronto Raptors. Then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Kyrie Irving and the Dallas Mavericks.
And for that game against the Spurs, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
Here's Gobert, and slam dunk by Gobert.
That is right in Gobert's window. Make it easy.
Here's T. Launches it. Yet another bucket.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. To the inside, and again, Minnesota will turn it over. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. The Timberwolves, number 1.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Here's Levine. He has 6. Here's T. No good on the triple. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. The Timberwolves have become a rough and rugged team. Swingman Jaden McDaniels said, "We don't let nobody push us around. We're always being physical defensively. I feel like we're a tough team, super tough. And Kevin, they certainly have the size to hold their own."
Always been good. There's another.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history.
And honestly, guys, I don't know how you stop him. I mean, he's into the mid-70s scoring-wise. Wilt's 78, Kobe's 81, and Wilt's 100 are the only higher scoring games ever.
Boy, he's been unconscious this quarter. I love the confidence he's playing with.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Boy, I love the confidence Julius Randle has in himself. This guy knows what it takes to score.
T. And again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now 3rd all-time for points in a game. 1 for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Here's Conley. Ellis with some nice D.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
And we've got our 2K insider, Shams Charania, connects again.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for 2nd place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
Here's T. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
DeRozan against McDaniel. Conley with the 3. Over in the corner, Edwards. Down to 5 on the shot clock. McDaniels gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Yeah, and they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
Here's T. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Timberwolves. They'll be playing host to Toronto for the next one. And that's the first game in a string of 3 straight at home. That shot missing. And for Sacramento, they're shooting a mind-boggling 79% off the floor.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
Timberwolves shooting 33% in the second quarter. The offense has looked crossed up and confused at times.
Wow, excellent explosion off his feet by Julius Randle.
This has been a one-sided affair.
Yeah, they've done a nice job of extending their lead and maintaining that intensity level, having a lot of trouble stopping the three-point shot.
Conley kicks to Edwards. Gobert with a screen for Edwards. Good on the triple. Edwards got 14 points.
Oh, that is a stone-cold three by the Ant-Man.
Here's T. From deep. And another three for Sacramento.
Out of their last 5 makes, how about all 5 from long range?
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, the 7-footer Gobert, the alley-oop finish, my goodness, the Stifle Tower with the score.
Hey, Greg, one thing that the Kings have had work for them over the last few seasons is their depth.
And have made some shrewd moves to fill out their bench. Got great contributions from their 6 through 10 players. It's been a big part of their recent success.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
T's shot is good.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Conley, the pass to Edwards. He can't get it to go. Nice D from Sabonis. 1:05 left to play here. Good, he hits again.
Can you believe it? He's done the unthinkable and tied the record for most points in a game.
Nobody can deny that this is one of the greatest individual efforts, GA, we've seen, not just in basketball, but I dare say in any sport. Complete scoring dominance.
And people have talked about...
And got it! Another basket.
Kevin, I'm in disbelief. He set a new all-time record for scoring in a single game.
Well, Greg, a record that was for so long thought to be untouchable. He continues to amaze.
And Wilt Chamberlain's 100-point game has been surpassed. Pick up the phone, let everybody know something special has happened here tonight.
Well spoken and such a likable player, isn't he, Greg? Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Los Angeles Lakers.
Yeah, it was all hands on deck. Helps to get points off the bench when you're on the road.
One thing we know, great teams in the NBA get production off the bench, and that was critical that night.
For Minnesota, they have shot 2 of 3 from the free throw line tonight. You know, Greg, when you look at the Timberwolves' history, the first round had been a problem for them. But not last year, as they swept the Phoenix Suns.
And you got to look at it as being a tremendous success, right? Because going into the season, I don't know that anyone thought they would have made it to the conference finals. But, boy, that young group gelled well together, and the sky's the limit for the future.
Gobert with a screen on Levine. Here's Alexander Walker. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back.
And guys getting into a nice groove here, starting to feel it.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
It's his first trip to the line.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
That free throw, no good. And the second free throw, good. 8 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. And here's Conley outside. And that one is off. And so it's the Sacramento Kings, able to put on a show for the ages. The scoring has been tremendous, and they are shooting lights out with very high accuracy. And we'll be right back after this.
And taking a look at Sacramento, like most teams right now, they're optimistic. We'll see how they handle the first couple of games.
Yeah. And now how about those first 2 quarters of play? Just a dominating performance for the Sacramento Kings. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Really an incredible game from T.
Well, it didn't take him long to get that double-double. Already has it halfway through the game.
That takes a level of aggression and a level of focus, and he has brought it all night thus far.
It's a completely new group on the floor for the Kings. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from three-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. So on the floor for Minnesota, Conley and Edwards are the guards. Randall out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Gobert. In at the 5. For Sacramento, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's T. Good! Another from 3. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Rebound by the Kings.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The Timberwolves again can't hit.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Pass to Alexander Walker. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's T. Defended by Alexander Walker. Here's T. And another one falls. Amazing.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside Edwards. Gobert with a screen on Carter. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
T.O. number 5 for him in the game, and that's way too high of a number for any one player.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Reed comes in for Rudy Gobert, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Edwards.
All night. He just won't let up.
Randall outside. Trying to break that ice-cold streak, and he lays it up and in. Randall's got 17.
Okay, Julius Randle. He excels using his athleticism to get to the rim off the drive.
Here's T. Jacks up a 3. Connects again from distance. He's really sniping them from outside.
Locked in, feeling confident in that three-point shot.
Pass to Reed. Fires the three. It's hauled in by the Kings. Here's T. Non-stop scoring machine here. Hits it again. Wow!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Reed with a screen for DiVincenzo. Reed with it. There's the three. Hits it from three-point range. He's got 8.
Yeah, Naz Reid, aware that ball hits my hands, I've got to be ready to rise and fire.
From outside the arc, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Randall outside. No good with the triple.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Here's T. The three-pointer off the mark. Fultz against DiVincenzo. Reed misses. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Sacramento Kings. Here's T. And again for 3. You can tell he is feeling it.
Kevin, he's on fire.
Conley, the pass to DiVincenzo. Now Randall, outside Conley. That's in, coming off an assist from Randall.
Mike Conley wanted to make sure the momentum was not swinging the other direction, so he answers with a 3.
Here's T. Again, what an avalanche!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Inside, here's Reed, and he finishes nicely on the layup. Reed's got 10 points.
This is showing the versatility of Naz Reid. Yes, he can make buckets from 3, but I like when he goes to work inside.
T's shot is good.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
The Kings shooting an almost unfair 78% from the field. Fires for 3. Here's Valanciunas. Lays it up off the glass. Valanciunas has got his second bucket of the game to go.
Well, Jonas Valanciunas has the instincts, the size, and the smarts to go ahead and take advantage of those missed shots and create them into points.
Let him shoot that.
No one near Randall as he lets it go. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Another bucket. Wow. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Sacramento with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because we welcome you back in with the arena still buzzing from the historic achievement we witnessed in the last quarter.
And I wasn't sure we'd ever see the single-game points record broken again. As far as an individual mark goes, it's one of the hardest to reach. He's as dialed in as he could be.
T is out there with Trey Lyles. And there's Fultz. Then there's Jonas Valanciunas. And it's LaRavia in at the 2. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. Here's Ingles. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Valanciunas has got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Here's T. Another 3 for Sacramento.
They are trying to close this out strong, and he's the man who's put you in this position.
Ingles passes to DiVincenzo. Pass to Alexander Walker. Here's Reed. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Sacramento's gone 2 for 2 from three-point land to start the fourth quarter. Here's T. Another 3 for Sacramento.
What a great play. Totally schooled the defender on that one.
Outside Edwards. Reed finds Ingles. And here's DiVincenzo from the arc. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's T. Defended by DiVincenzo. T. And a miss there on the triple. Minnesota's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. To the middle, here's Ingles. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Ingles has got his first points of the game.
I'll tell you, you have to have some measure of composure close to the bucket. Mr. Ingles doing work.
Got that one up quick.
Yeah, this looks like a pregame shoot-around with all the threes they're allowing.
To the paint. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
Well, Joe Ingles takes you by surprise off that dunk. Nice.
Pass to LaRavia. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Cans it from downtown.
What an aggressive mindset in this period. He's starting to take over.
Now here's Edwards. And the shot no good, a bit short. Here's T. Ingles covering. T's shot is good.
Well, all night he has made an impact at the offensive end. Now he's trying to shut the door.
Now here's Ingles. Guarded closely. Out to Edwards. Fires from deep. Joe Ingles, and that's good. Ingles has got 7 now in this quarter. Here's Sacramento now. They're on a 17-7 run. Here's T. And another 3 for Sacramento.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Edwards, good.
Well, if you find yourself in between in that mid-range area, Anthony Edwards so confident. Rise and fire, young sir.
Fultz the pass to T. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. Fultz has got assist number 8 now on the night. Now here's DiVincenzo. Ingles finds Reed. Fultz against DiVincenzo. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's T. No good from outside.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Down low. And here is Ingles. Rebounded by Valanciunas. Valanciunas has got rebound number 13 with that last one. Here's T. His three-pointer's off the mark. Minnesota's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. Now here's DiVincenzo. Tight defense on him. And the league limiting players from making public trade demands, which I guess makes sense. That's a big change from the past, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it saves franchises from being put in a tough spot. Keeps a player's trade value high, which helps the team they're leaving.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. Clark, he's checked in for Joe Ingles. And it's Conley in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. It's good from long range. Clark's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, we've come to expect this from Mike Conley, putting the pass on time and on target.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Edwards can't hit.
But still, eventually you got to feel like he'll start knocking those down again.
Here's T. Good, another from 3.
He has been on the money from deep.
Yep, definitely looking to shoot it as much as possible. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Kings.
They've made a point to protect the rim, challenging shots all game long, and the block total is off the charts.
And you also have to love the way they've gotten out and run in transition. A ton of good chances tonight simply from being willing to run the floor.
No good from Clark.
Unbelievable. He blew that look, guys. No clue what went wrong there.
Here's T. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Getting it done on both ends, and it shows up in the score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
A lot of it comes down to great fundamentals, establishing position early, controlling the backboards.
Launches a 3, and another 3 for Sacramento.
Well, Markelle Fultz trying to be a better floor general, on time and on target. Do that consistently.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Fultz the pass to T. The basket good off the assist from Fultz.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Well, when it's closing time, he's trying to lock the door. He's been going all night.
Here's T. Three-pointer. Reed with the rebound. Reed's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Clark, and the layup falls. Clark's got 5 points now in the quarter.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Here's T. The 3-ball. Drills it from outside.
The man has no heart, and that's poor defense for a team that has a long way to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do.
We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. And nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity, always a plus. And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
His production has been unbelievable, a testament to how much he cares about his craft.
And another 3 for Sacramento.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
Conley the pass to Edwards. Looking to end the run. It's hauled in by the Kings. Valanciunas has got his 18th rebound here tonight, all over the place. Here's T. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Sacramento.
And you know what? This guy is just a natural-born scorer.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And here's Edwards from the arc. And Valanciunas pulls it down. Here's T. Covered by Conley.
Hey, let's go. Move around.
Here's T. And another 3 for Sacramento.
And since the break, he's just been money from beyond. When he's this hot, the green light just doesn't seem to get any greener.
You see the work Anthony Edwards has put in on his decision-making. That's a pretty setup.
Pass to LaRavia. Here's T. He's covered by Clark. Here's T. And yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Edwards with it. Reed with a screen on Lyles. Edwards, good.
Every aspect of Anthony Edwards' game is on display. This guy has been cooking from the outset.
He got it again. Sensational.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Kings.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for T.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
And it's Clark slamming it down.
There's a reason Mike Conley's teammates love playing with him. If you're open, I promise he'll find you.
Beyond the arc, and he nails it. The three-pointer falls from T.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Edwards, no good.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Here's T. The three. And another three for Sacramento.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Conley for three. So it's the Kings winning this one easily. They won this game going away. They were the better basketball.
MP.
Tired, you know?
So what's next? Where do you go from here, from this amazing accomplishment?
Sabrina?
Greg Anthony, Doris Burke.
Great question, Bettina. For me, thank you, Bettina.
Right at the top, Joe. 100 points, baby. Let's go!
Never thought I'd see someone score over 100 points. You're unbelievable, man.
Eloquent as always, MP. First game in the pros. I'm sure your phone is blowing up.
Makes sense.
Look, emotions run high.
Triple digits? You really did.
Man, I know scoring is up, but topping 100, just ridiculous. Go off, MP.